Hello everybody, Incon here. I want to talk to you guys for a minute. This is just going to be I don't know how quick it's going to be, hopefully quicker than not. I wanted to talk about some of the main bugs right now, guys, on the PTS server. These, of course, are getting fixed as well as they can, and we're trying to let Hi-Rez know, let Hi-Rez know all of the bugs that are happening right now on the PTS. That's what the public test server is indeed for, is to find bugs and to fix them. So we're going to talk about, so you guys can know what's kind of happening. So if something happens, you're like, is this a bug? Is this not a bug? These are mostly confirmed bugs on the PTS. There could be more. Some of these may not be bugs. It may be mechanic misunderstandings, but they are kind of coming off as bugs. And so we're going to state them just to make sure that nothing's wrong. Some of them, like the speed minions at the fire giant pit, are acting a little bit strange. So let's get into this. Step 1, minions are not doing tower damage. This is a known bug. They had done a patch to fix it. It fixed for about 30 minutes, and then it broke again. So by the time this video comes out, maybe it'll be fixed again. Maybe it's still broken. Second biggest bug, it's not necessarily big, it's not in order, but the speed currently does not give attack speed. So the speed buff over by the fire giant is supposed to give attack speed and movement speed. It says it does in the tooltip. It is not actually giving you attack speed. It is just giving movement speed. As well as it's giving 5% for each buff. It was supposed to give 7. I don't know if this is a bug or if they simply made it 5% for each of the buffs in the first place and they wanted to keep it that way. But that could be a bug or that could just be the way that it is right now. Khepri is a notable bug. Okay, next problem. Heartseeker has a big issue right now when you buy it. If you buy Heartseeker, so it has its own tree, right? There's a double tree, and then Heartseeker and 2 of the movement speed items is a new tree. If you buy Heartseeker first, it bugs out the tree, so you can't buy the first tiered items again. You can't buy the first one or the second tier item. And it makes the third item looks really cheap because it feels like you have the second tier item already, and you don't. You can still buy the third tier item if you wait for the right amount of gold, but it's going to be way more expensive than it says it is, and you're not going to be able to buy the tier 1 and 2 to get there, so you have to wait for the entirety of the gold, and that is silly. If you buy and sell a relic, sometimes you cannot rebuy a relic, and that spot is forever lost as an active. This seems to be only at the very start of the game, but it could be a problem elsewhere as well. Let's see if we can make this. Perfect. Next sheet. Sometimes you can buy relics from within a lane. Not sure how to replicate this, but there is sometimes when you get level 12, and you want to, you're supposed to back and get your relic, which is of course the actives. Sometimes right now you can just buy the relic while you're in the middle of the lane, as if you were Ratataskar getting an acorn. Strange. So this is a weird one that I talked about. This could be a mechanical issue where the understanding isn't there. But right now, when the fire giant spawns, the speed minions do not spawn. Okay? Now, we believe that's intentional, but 2 things. 1, the timers stay on the fire, and it looks like the speed should be spawning. And 2, sometimes they spawn anyway, so that's definitely a problem. Either they're meant to spawn or they're meant not to spawn, but sometimes if you pull the fire giant and don't kill the fire giant, the minions still spawn for the speed buff. So that's an issue. Kali has a current bug right now where you can die in your ultimate from knockups. If you get, say, Hebo water spouted in your Kali ult, you can die in it. That is an issue. Amazon Cobb, another notable bug. Slam dunk. Next list. The cooldown reset on the new item, the Spear of Desolation, is inconsistent. This could be another possible mechanical, but it doesn't always reset your skills. A lot of the times the skill in use will not get a reset. That may be because the person dies and then the reset goes off and then the skill wasn't actually on cooldown yet. Channeled skills, same problem, could be the same thing where the person dies and then the skill's not over yet, so it doesn't reset. as well as a couple skills, period, that are not getting, I say reset, it's an 8-second reduced cooldown, but some skills are not getting affected by it. It doesn't seem to be quite as fluid, and it may just be a mechanical thing that there's no fix for because that's how it is, but it's weird, and it feels like that it should be always reducing all cooldowns no matter what, so I'm not sure what to do there. Arachne is another notable bug, and this is not an actual gameplay affecting thing, but it is something. Birds are currently floating around the map. Previously, where birds were like sitting on branches, chilling, they are now chilling on not branches that feel like they should be chilling on branches, not flapping their wings, just kind of chilling around the map. Go find them. It's hilarious. Look in spots where the map has moved a little bit, and you'll find some chilling birds. And our last little list. Bots in customs may not leave the fountain. There's an issue where they may not aggro, period, and they just never leave the fountain. This apparently can be both on the enemy team and your team as a bot issue. Another issue, this is a known issue. The Joust Titan can be hit from outside the aggro range, which is apparently 55 units. That is obviously a pretty massive problem. You can't be able to attack the Titan without attacking back. Kind of defeats the purpose of Joust. And our last bug, that's funny, but I don't know exactly how it works, but you can get out of bounds in the Joust map right now. I don't know if once you're out of the bounds, if you can come back in, but that sounds kind of funny. Go find out where you can get out of bounds because that would be fun, and it's no harm, no foul. It doesn't hurt anybody. Just go do it on your own time. Make yourself a custom game and go find out how to get out of the map. That kind of stuff is fun. But thanks, guys, for watching the video. Hope you learned something today. I'll be doing some more updates on the PTS as we go through it to see how things are going. And, of course, I'll be releasing videos as more patches come out to do more patch reviews and how the PTS is going, etc. As well as doing other things like reviewing what needs to be... I'll have a video tomorrow about what needs to be nerfed in the PTS, what needs to be buffed. Outside of, bug fixes, things that are in the game that are too strong, too weak, etc. But thanks, guys, for watching the video. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support, guys. And, of course, thank you for those of you guys that subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a twitching day, y'all.